So we can consider this a flex now. They've flexed officially, no
I
matter
mean,
what
these
they do
first
now.
3 are flex in their own way.
Yeah, this
Very
is
interesting.
See, the thing with Quincy Crew, the fact that they don't do this very often makes you very confused when they do it. So, I don't know. Okay, well, that clears the
Pango.
summons, but the hero can get hold and roared so during the roll. So it's a double-edged sword there. Like, depends on how the Pangos game is going, as well as the Enigma and Beastmaster.
I think Centaur is the double-edged sword, personally, but that's just my opinion.
Double-edged piece of garbage. That's what Centaur is.
I miss that hero. Needs a buff.
Yeah, really fun, generic, stunning offlane guy. Super fun.
I actually agree. The hoof stomp needs to be redesigned. I don't like the design of it. I never have. Double edge is awesome. That is one of the coolest spells in the game. Double edge feels good, very satisfying.
It's got a nice sound to it. I'll agree to that.
Thanks, Jenkins.
Cookaband's also an intriguing one. Obviously, only priority core to help get rid of creeps and push and splash. So I'm curious if that means they're going to go even more in on the summons. Here's Tusk again. So that leads me to believe that's going to be the Mojo hero. Leads me further to believe this is a position 5 Enigma, possibly.
Yeah,
right?
Most like, I mean, it depends.
I think
this is a very aggressive lineup, though. This is like down your throat aggressive.
Kind of greedy too, you know. Kind of greedy. All of them need an item or so to really start taking off. And who's tag teaming around with Tusk on this one? It's definitely one of the more unusual drafts from Quincy Crew I think I've seen so far in this league. And now we're seeing Wraith King, His Majesty, who was untouched, right? Was he untouched this patch? I think so. No, he got touched.
He got a bit of a nerf.
So this is almost certainly going to be a mid Void Spirit now, offlane Beastmaster, and like we were talking about the 5 Enigma. So this is going to be the War hero coming up. So Ricky was just nerfed, but I still think he's really good. Like all they did was get rid of the potential abuse for just constant tricks of the trade. They changed the 25 talent. They nerfed the numbers of it, like less cooldown reduction. And like we talked about, the duration doesn't get increased by Ags anymore. The Ag is still, I think, really good. And I think the build doesn't change whatsoever. But you're a little bit susceptible now when you come out of it.
Nervous
and it's good against Wraith King.
5 position Enigma, and you're trying to get a hole off. It's like all you got. You're not going to be farmed enough to have that BKB. You know, wouldn't Nyx kind of find some easy opportunities to cancel and disrupt things Enigma are trying to pull off?
Indeed.
It's true, but it is only the Nyx, though. Like the CM Frostbite doesn't stop channels. They changed the tree and ulti that it stops channels now, but the CM Frostbite doesn't. So that's a bit of a pain in the ass. And then Wraith King and Pango have to get really close to, like, all of these heroes are going to get sucked into Black Hole, basically, other than Nyx. So basically, you just have to watch for Nyx and make sure that you're not holding his Carapace. You just have to be patient.
That's true. There's a lot that the Nyx could do and should focus on. When you have a lot to focus on, that means that there's going to be a couple
hero I really like this game is Bloodseeker for Quincy Crew. They have an ultra aggressive lineup. Obviously the Pango counter, but that's kind of whatever, honestly. Just fits the theme of what they're doing, which is just run at you. But if they want to go for more late game, Ricky is still really good.
I mean, Lycan is still there. I mean, you get Lycan Beast.
Yeah.
It's tough though, because you're running it into like a Pango who can clear summons, and then Wraith King doesn't. I mean, there's nothing right now to clear the Wraith King skeletons.
Ooh.
Okay,
This is the first Darkseer in NA, if I'm not mistaken. Certainly in the upper division. First one.
His Ags is good. Ion Shell gives HP. Pretty freaking good.
2 charges as well. Increases
and the hero farms
by like 20 seconds. It's very cool.
Totally buffs farm up, yeah. Wow. One of the best, like, high ground defenders. Good team fight.
This is a PPD special, right? He used to pick this all the time for Universe, even though he hated it.
I mean, it looks like a pretty nice anti-mage game, other than the fact that your heroes are so greedy already. Like, you mana break the Wraith King, so he can't respawn. You have the classic AM versus the Darkseer matchup. He dumpsters that. AM against Pango. I'm sure you can tell me how that goes. Suns fan,
Great.
it's
It's
not
fine. It's
not
that
so
big
fun
of a
for the
deal.
Pango. Yes, it is. You can jump over the
Eh.
Abyssal and kill him before he gets roll off. It's easy.
Oh, that's end game, of course. You can say that about any hero.
Oh,
you
what
get
do you- what do
Abyssal,
you-
you die
what
to
do you-
anti-mage.
Okay, they go with the morph.
Morph. Little ranged core that Yuar's used to. Not too shabby, but we got our 10 picks, gentlemen. Is this going to be a Quincy Crew 2-0 shutout, or will Sadboys take us to a game number 3?
I just think Quincy Crew's better, so I'm obviously going to choose them regardless of what lineup they have. This is a weird lineup. Interested to see how it works, though. Yeah, Quincy Crew.
I'm going to pick Sadboys just based on their draft. I think there's not much to deal with this Wraith King, and if they don't get crushed in the lanes, I think Sadboys can do it in this one.
Yeah, it sounds like my panel, even if they're backing them or not, a little uneasy about Quincy Crew's draft. I'm curious to hear the casters' take on it. Why don't we get into a real fast break, but when we come back, it's Lyrical and Trent to bring you the coverage.
Hello and welcome back, all you fine folks out there, Dota 2 fans. It is game number 2, Sadboys facing off against Quincy Crew, joined by the wonderful Trent. Sir, how you doing?
Hey.
We don't have to rush right into the game this time. We got a little bit more of a normal intro.
No panic. It's okay. They're just
Oh God, quick,
getting
go!
into the game.
No,
Oh
I'm
my
just
god.
kidding.
Yeah, they're just getting it. So yeah, a lot of interesting heroes this game. Actually, very excited for this. We have some new fresh faces that'll become more and more popular since that patch, such as the Position 5 Enigma. You're going to be seeing this a lot. You guys remember playing Lich, right? Sacrifice. You got a new friend to play Dota. He said just kill the creep with every wave. It's really
Perfect.
broken. It makes my game easy. If you do that this game, I'll be happy. That's basically what you do now as Enigma. So you have to do the crafty play of running up deep at the tier 3 tower and getting that XP from them.
That's the next level play.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if
you
we're
gotta
gonna see
do
that.
it.
And then the counterplay comes when they 5-man smoke their own tier 3 tower to get the kill from the person who's trying to soak XP.
Oh,
That's
did you
what
see
I'm
that
hearing.
ping? Oh, he just
No.
pinged it. He knows. By
Really?
the way, he knows. Yeah. He's like, they're gonna come up here, guys. I think that's actually what they're waiting for right now.
Oh my God, that'd be insane.
He's
Alright,
going
gotta-
back to see if they're hiding. I think
They're so like just right on top
he's
of it
actually
right now.
doing a loop here to try and find out.
Less
So
loud.
this wall is to basically stop them from leeching that XP. Wow, the
the-
resources.
The only way they could go would be going like this, but
Yeah,
that's
it-
not
it's
even
too
super
late.
possible.
Amazing.
Interesting.
The strats.
And it looks like Leslie will get 2 down bottom as they got ready for a bit of a battle up top, but seeing 3 heroes, MSS backs out, and Snake King won't be able to do anything else. So yeah,
Yeah,
taken
so
out by the range
basically,
creep.
yeah, exactly. So when the Enigma does this, if you're in range of the creep getting denied, you still get the XP, but obviously they made that wall. So that was really cool. I haven't seen that yet, actually. Wow, it's like these guys are like winning all the games in NA or something. Crazy.
True. And it does mean that we're gonna have Moo
Oh, yeah.
up here, and
Oh,
yeah,
I
you
love
can
this.
see-
I love
nice.
this. Level 1 mana burn, baby. That's the play. Oh, there's nothing more satisfying when you're playing Nyx than finding heroes that hate level 1 mana burn. Nature's Prophet, Doom used to be one of those guys. Remember, Lion would just like mana drain level 1 because it was worth it. Oh, this is good, Snake King. This is quality stuff. Unfortunately, he brought Clarities and Mangoes.
And he also has a Sage's Mask. Yeah, I don't know if this is actually gonna. I mean, it's a cool idea. I don't know if it's gonna end up being that neat.
Well, I mean, what else can he do anyway, you know?
It's true. Oh my God, he's body blocking him with an Eidolon. LOA couldn't quite get the full wrap off there. So yeah, they're gonna keep him back for the moment. In the meantime, Moo is getting a little bit up in Yuar's face. Normally, this is a matchup that Morphling does not mind at all. But when there's so much pressure coming in there and Nyx is stealing waves, it might be a little bit more annoying.
Don't get suckered in by the Morphling. Don't ever think you can kill him. All right? It can't happen. Unless he somehow messes up to the point where you can get a vacuum kill, just let it go, man. Just accept that you're stopping the farm. Never try to kill the Morphling player if they're good. Look at this guy. Do you see that little icon next to Morphling's name there, guys? Or his little profile? What level is he? 25? He's 26. How many Morphling games that is? That's way too many Morphling games.
He knows what he's doing. You ain't gonna do it with level 1 mana burn, that's for sure. That's not where it's gonna happen. We see a pretty good start to this so far. Apparently, mana burn 11 times. Spike Carapace the only other one that's sort of done a little bit less often as far as the level 1 skills. But yeah, it's interesting, right? Like already, Darkseer 5 denies on this one. He's had a really good start to his lane now so far.
Those carapaces must have been some sweet first bloods on like a Viper or like an Owl. Someone they were chasing, you know, who left
Yeah.
something on the ground.
For sure. Well, we've basically been focusing all up top, but PPD's Courier is going to go down in the bottom lane. Mid DNM versus Quinn. Saw a quick little glimpse of that one there. The Pango versus Void Spirit matchup's a little bit interesting. Haven't seen a ton of Pango mid recently.
Yeah, should just be mostly Void Spirit being really, really happy. Not this happy, though.
Yeah.
He's getting crushed right now by Quinn. I mean, it's Quinn. Fair enough. This guy's pretty damn good at mid. Tends to win most of his lanes these days.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's quite the gap that he's amassed here. 6 creeps. Oof. 7. Okay, all right, keep it up. Slicing and dicing here. But I mean, it'll be about level 6. I mean, kind of for both of them. But Quinn will be a little bit happier with his rotations, I'm sure, to start with. Bottom lane, we have the Crystal Maiden versus the Beastmaster Classic. No axes leveled or anything stupid like that, though. They're just fighting PPD. They killed his courier too, so he didn't get any more mana regen because he went for this 1/1-0 build, so he doesn't have the aura. So
Top! They got it!
no,
the double
that's
Ion
not
Shell.
allowed.
They did it! Trent!
False.
They just ran him down. And now LOA also in some trouble. Oh, Ion Shell, it's a little bit extra duration there as he slowly and steadily keeps the pressure on. This was one of the classic lanes that we saw for a very long time. Interestingly enough, it tended to be as they get the kill, it was Snakey and MSS that used to run this together. The Nyx paired together, and they're actually going to kill Moo on the tower to get a full mana pool coming back out. So this was a Quincy crew classic for a really long time, and now they're playing it against them.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, the most important thing there is that you're abusing level 2 Ion Shell.
Yeah.
Because that's where it's you finally feels you can actually kill someone. It almost doubles in damage. So you always go for kills when you can. And they were still level 2 as well on the side of Quincy crew, so he didn't have the faster attribute shift yet on Uwar. And that's what ended up getting him killed.
Very neat stuff.
Sorry, I was just promoting my Morphling propaganda. I think this hero is way too strong still. I apologize.
It's not going to get nerfed. It's not happening after this game. You'll see. Now, nonetheless, it is around the 5-minute mark, getting kind of close. Top lane has been a bit weird over the past couple of minutes as Nyx is kind of running into the jungle, seeing if he could mess a little bit with LOA, who's going back and just kind of jungling now.
Yeah, he's going to get a double stack off here by the looks of it, so nice. Helping out the team. But yeah, that is surprising to see him jungling this much right now. Just feels like he's a liability up top, I suppose. And that the wave, it's going to push in anyway, one would think, right? From the Darkseer. So yeah, he's not denying as much XP, but as long as Uwar could just like stay safe under the tower, then it's fine.
Right. Yeah, him getting the levels up on Uwar is definitely the most important part. And it's not easy to make those moves happen like we saw from Moo and Nyx before. So if they're committing to one, then the other one's at least getting something from it for sure. As LOA makes the move over, does have 2 points up in the Malefice with Uwar making that rotation. Oh my god.
Oh.
Almost lost his courier there. That would have been devastating.
Almost hit the chop. Oh, is he going to go? Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my god, the courier's doing that.
Uwar. Oh, you got to be careful here. Snake King got the side pull off, actually. So a decent chunk of XP gets denied away from that Morphlane. This top lane, it's not been like devastating, but it's been pretty good.
I mean, compared to last game.
Yeah.
You know,
Quinn, 6, mid, gets jumped on here. Look for the roll, cancels it there. DNM now. Spike Carapace pushes him up to the high ground. Oh, Quinn gets out.
He did that on purpose, too. You could see how he moved himself right up to the edge like that, right? I mean, no, there's no logical way to move there.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. I guess MSS also could have grabbed him with a snowball. So maybe that was part of the big brain play either way. But still, well done.
Yeah, I think he knew he was going to get bumped up to the high ground.
I hear he's played some Dota games.
Had he tried to go for the ramp instead, he dies there probably because DNM can roll back the other direction and get hit twice then.
Yeah.
That's sick.
LA under a ward here, and there's another Ion Shell in a second.
Oh, that level 1 vacuum, pretty good stuff. They do have the Midnight Pulse down, but it's only level 1. So LOA is going to get chased down by Snake King. Dead in the end. Snowball save did not come quickly enough, but they will find the return kill afterwards. As Moo pulls the creep wave back, is going to try and get his farm on here. Having a really nice time with it so far in this offlane DS.
This is very Old school, you know, the old Darkseer pulling the wave up to the camp. Ah,
Yep.
simpler times. A 7-minute Necronomicon here for Leslo. Not shabby. It's not the 6 minute that we like to flex about, but he'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
We have not talked about Fear this entire game. He's playing Wraith King. That's probably why. He's probably going to build a wand and probably going to buy a Radiance. I think Silver versus Morph. I would assume so. I mean, what else can you even buy in this hero, right? I don't really have a choice.
Well, they are going to bring him up top now, actually. Fear has that stun ready, and they could try and make a move here on Yuar as vacuum into stun, follow-up stun afterwards. They even drop the wall, and Yuar, well, he just gets himself on out of there for the moment. Does have level 6, and it's going to turn back into the next spike. Carrot 3% stun. All right, I see how it is. Well done.
Wow.
That
That
was
was
sick.
pretty slick, I gotta say.
But
That was
nonetheless,
not
it is-
enough tips given out there.
he turns back in and gives him the next voice line afterwards. I like that.
Yes, this is actually the main reason why you want the full Dota Plus levels on Morphling, because then you get everyone's lines. It's high quality.
So tier 1 towers traded out across both safe lanes now, as they were able to make the pressure happen with the Enigma. Obviously the big win there being forcing the Morphling back home, while Wraith King's able to rotate into farming some more afterwards. And he's actually going to come back top again on Yuar. Interesting.
Yeah, and Fear's also considering a Midas right now.
Mid. MSS makes the move over. Snake King in trouble. Gonna get taken down by his old teammates.
Right under the tier 1 tower with Eidolon pressure here too. It is just level 1. This is the typical build you'll see in. Oh man, that's a lot of gold. That's like 150 gold for DNM on that swashbuckle.
I like to see it.
But yeah, so the whole idea, if you guys want to play this in your pubs, it's actually not that complicated. I think it's very doable, and I think it's easily applicable at any MMR. You just keep using the demonic conversion on your range creep every single time. Don't worry about your Eidolons. If you can harass with them, sure. You're better off just like stacking the jungle with them, honestly, when they're level
Right.
1. And then just max out your Malefice and then max out your Midnight Pulse. Do not max your Eidolons. And just cast your spells in team fights and you'll be fine. Don't worry about your black holes. If you can grab one hero with a black hole, just do it.
GG, it's easy at that point, yeah. 4-person smoke up right now, and they're going right where they anticipate Yuar is, and guess what? He is there. Goes for the jump. Stun, not going to be on the mark. He doesn't have another waveform for 15 seconds. Wall is down, and I think with the pound down up here, they're able to secure bounty runes and get the kill.
It's funny
Not
to see
bad.
them do this versus the Morphling, but not the Elf.
Oh, Fear. Top. Has Reincarnation available. Tries to back out. PPD there. Snowball over to the hard camp. Nicely played. Can they get away, though? They get the clap coming from the Hellbear. The turn onto MSS, but he looks like he's going to get out as LOA dies down bottom. And now
turn.
Fear, he's got to be careful here. The chase down coming from Quinn. Shards, not going to be enough, and the salve is passed over.
Yeah,
So they
this-
force some rotations and then get out.
Yeah, it felt like it was taking too long. TV's coming through, and there might have been some chances for some javelins there, but he does get it in time with MSS.
Interesting.
Bottom lane, the off laners just face off against each other. Moo with the Vanguard very early on this Darkseer, so really tanky to the various summons this game.
I don't know when the last time I've seen a Vanguard Darkseer was. I don't think I've like years. It feels like.
I mean,
but Roar.
All I'm saying is that if you got an Abyssal with the Shard, I mean, that's
Ooh.
distance, baby. But can I get some
Make
strats
something.
here?
He dies regardless.
Ah, nuts. All that magic damage.
Yeah, that one hurts. Wow. Meanwhile,
To be
Snake
fair,
King.
he still took 1,000 physical damage from Beastmaster. Man, that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how? What does Vanguard even do, guys?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Is he 250 health, you know? Chilling.
Maybe he
70
just got
damage
he has 50% chance, so maybe he just got the bad roll every single time for
Yeah.
all 26 of those attacks.
It's a possibility.
I was counting.
Okay, good to know.
No problem.
5-5. Definitely not a blowout like last game, but Then again, it was also an alchemist, and that could change very rapidly over the next couple of minutes, depending upon what happens.
Well, to me, they just want to chill. Like, I see this Midas on Fear, and I just think, like, all right, we're hanging out, you know? Like, Midas definitely is going to be good if you can get the Midas into the Radiance. Because, like, number one, the HP is just great because you have the faster attack speed with your Mortal Strike, and you're hanging out in the jungle. Your life's feeling better with your Vampiric Spear because of the attack speed. It's just, like, you're going to be full HP just all the time. That's the main benefit to having the glove or the Midas.
Mm.
And they're just hunting again. Yeah, it's so funny to see this now. Like, this is what they had to do last game, so at least they're correcting their mistakes.
Right. Well, and, you know, I think that, I guess it's a little bit easier to make those ganks happen when you sort of have somebody that's sort of can get that farm going constantly on the other side of the map. There is Fear that had to make those moves previously.
Yeah, exactly. The whole idea is that their heroes are much better suited for it this game. Like, they wanted to do this last game. It's not like they just suddenly found out what ganking the jungle is.
Right.
It's actually applicable and much easier to execute now.
Only one Darkseer's bought Vanguard. Wow. That's
you know what the question is, Knoxville.
Yeah. Did they win?
Did he win? Hippomaniacs. I'm trying to remember that series.
Moo?
I feel like the Smashers won that.
Moo gets gone on a little bit there by Quinn, but they can't put the final little touches on it. Fear shows up bottom. Does have ulti back up again. Still only level 1, but there's other heroes rotating in towards the jungle. Quinn and MSS waiting on the high ground. They've got Ion Shell onto Nyx as well as Moo, but it looks like they're not going to go for any more there. It's LOA heading up top. Has the black hole available. Thinking about dropping it, and does. Onto DNM. Waveform through. Couple punches. And that is the position 5 Enigma. Job done.
I'll see you again in 200 seconds. But yeah, it's worth it. I mean, you kill the enemy mid, right? So, very well done. We got the note there. Smashers did win, so Moo looking to make Vanguard first, 2-0 in the patch. He will not be going for the Lotus, though. He's going to opt directly into the Crimson, so that's going to help improve things.
Okay.
As that gives you a 100% chance to block with the aura, or with the active on.
No more bad luck.
Yes.
Fear. Thinking about throwing out that stun. Spike Carapace connects onto some of the creeps. This is Necro 3's already, as Snake King just getting unloaded on, but a vacuum wall over on the other side. Moo catches onto several, throwing Ion Shell onto himself. DNM tries to get the slowdown as these creeps are moving into position, and it looks like they've got him caught. MSS getting ran down. He's dead, and the control continues. On the other side, Quinn shows up and cleans up Moo, though. They will get the kill onto Leslau, and Fear, as well as PPD showing up. With these illusions, it doesn't look like they can run down Quinn or LOA.
Yeah, that Max Inner Beast was doing work. You could see it with them right-clicking and the improvement they got with that Beastmaster illusion. So definitely a big benefit here to the Darkseer pick as LOA takes a wrong turn. Perhaps just trying to ensure they couldn't capture both him and Yawar in that movement, and he'll go down.
I like to see it.
That was pretty much free there. Wow, I did not realize that PPD was catching up to Puppy that much. Only 2 away. I will say I've seen a lot of Fly games. That doesn't surprise me. But, man, Puppy. Oh, PPD. There's time, dude. How many series do they have left?
The win rate might be a tougher one to catch up to, if we're going to be honest.
I don't look at that part.
It's okay. We love PPD on the CM. Does it well. Nonetheless, though, it is definitely one of his most well-known heroes, and it feels like it's been working fairly well in this game.
Oh, no. The
dealing with the beast.
Stat curse. Oh, he's living. He's good.
He's out of there. It definitely dealt with the Beastmaster earlier on, and he's not completely gone out of control. It's mainly been those other rotations since then that Leslau's been kind of owning on.
It's just on Papa Clarity. It's like 3 points in Oro. This guy's been farming up a storm. These Papa Clarities right now. As I mean, that's one thing I like about Crystal Maiden is that you can often find time to like push waves or grab a neutral camp in between stuff. So I always think of her as like that. At least I'm getting one item this game. You know, even if the game's a disaster, I'm gonna be able to find something for the team. So I'm not sure what that'll even have to be this game though. Maybe a force could be kind of nice actually, but the item is very hard to use now.
Yeah.
Probably just gonna spend a lot of centuries, let's be honest.
Or like maybe a Ghost Scepter or something. Who knows? There's a lot of potential options. Speaking actually though of Ghost, Yawar almost has it done, which is going to be the E-Blade completed as he already has the Eagle Song done, just straight after the Morbid Mask into the shotgun. And Moo, he's caught. They have Black Hole up in 7, but they're not even going to need it. He's just done. Has Crimson Guard done, but oof.
That's terrifying. 17 minutes, this E-Blade's done.
Well,
Play again, though.
Nice play here. DNM making the move along with PPD and Snake King as they blow up too. Leslau shows up, pops the Spike Carapace again, trying to live. And Snake King will go down, but Quinn completely destroys the CM on the other side. So 2 for 3 so far as the blink away comes from DNM.
That was scary. I mean, he soloed the CM without the Yules, too, so DNM has to be a bit cautious there.
Are you okay?
11 to 11, still less than 1,000 gold lead separating these two teams.
Fear's close. He's got the relic.
Experience depth. Okay, that's bad. Wall down on top of you are though, but it's just not enough damage. Even if you he just destroys his own illusion there. Yeah, that's tough. That's really hard to deal with now.
Eloy's just bagging him to come in there with the black hole too.
Yeah. Things are looking a little bit scary. That early E-Blade, as you said, can just be so devastating.
I bet that bottom tower is going to be really tempting right now, though, right? Like 18 and a half minutes. If they rotated some heroes, they could maybe go for a 20-minute outpost take, even though the game's kind of even. Like, you think that as being like a stompy thing, but with the black hole, too, that would actually be such a sick objective for them right now. Doesn't look like they're going to quite have the time, though, unfortunately.
Leslau is here with the Necro 3s, and Snake King up top, you can see they're trying to get action going on to LOA. But MSS is in the area. Quinn shows up as well. Jump on it too. The black hole drop down. Mega dead. Well played by Quincy.
And they've pulled that fight up top, which means no one's ready to defend. They have to glyph. That's going to get the spread there, and that might just save it. Oh, man. Leslow's got to be so tempted, though.
Yeah. It's really tempting. But he's playing the safer thing for the moment.
So worth it, dude. It's so worth it. Get the 20-minute outpost.
We'll see if they do it.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Come on, team. Quinn's going to cut them off. Oh, they're going to get it.
They're definitely going to get it.
They're going to get it. Oh, man, this is so good. Oh, this is the best feeling in Dota right now.
Poor guys. Sadboys.
I'm just getting osmosis joy right now.
I mean, look at the net worth difference now. Like, the last couple of minutes is just completely tilted the favor of Quincy Crew. And XP is just going to get that much further forward into their favor.
12 seconds to spare.
Well played. Is that another Necro? Oh my god, MSS has one too. Dude, they're going double Necro book. All right, let's go. Why not?
I have to start implementing that limit again.
Oh no.
All right, so we were confirming during the break that it is only Tusk's units. You guys might have checked it out too, that do activate the tag team. So, for example, Beastmasters, Summons, and Necronomicon won't, but Tusk's does. So, very useful.
Yeah. It's a way to increase that damage that much more with them. Potentially getting set up for a smoke here. No black hole, but they do have that shotgun. Beastmaster also has completed his Solar Crest. And they're looking up to the north. DNM ready to roll out at a moment's notice. But if they get a good fight here, you got Vacuum, you got Wall. Moo right in position to break any smokes that come forward.
And watch the Midnight Pulse in this fight, too, from a position 5. It's maxed out, so if they catch the Wraithian, he's, like, reincarnating in it, it's so much damage.
Scan. Radiant know they're coming. Vendetta down. They take that tier 2. But Fear, he's going to be that first one walking that they scout him. And Shards will connect, keeping him in position. Remnant not quite on the mark. And it looks like Quincy Crew are not going to chase any further. Sadboys backing out as well.
Guys, I have to. Noxo wants to clarify here that if you're playing Ability Draft and you take Tag Team, you can then get Wraith King Skeletons to do 1 billion damage, and that's his secret stats, and he's upset. So,
wow,
sorry, bud. Yeah, take his stats, guys. He's going to downvote that on Reddit if you post it.
Quinn,
get him, Quinn.
Stun. Oh, jump onto one. PPD in some trouble. Fear not doing all that much, but Radiance Burn still working. Buys back immediately on PPD. Rollback. They kill you war. Really nicely played there with DNM as well as Moo, but they're coming back in a second. They bought back on pretty much everybody on the side of Sadboys. And thinking about chasing for MSS, stun goes out, couple quick punches, rooted, disarmed, but the snowball in that much deeper. They still have a buyback available on Yor if he wanted to go. Malefice onto Snaking, dies to the axes. And in the end, it's a couple of buybacks expended by Sadboys, and they only get the Morphling.
Looked like they were maybe hoping to transition that into like a Roche or something. They think if they get enough kills, they can like get the tier 1. Or perhaps they just think they're trying to force any sort of fight, because if this game keeps getting like delayed and like pulled around the map, then it's just going to go way worse for them.
Mid, and they find DNM yet again. Black hole drop down. Quincy crew just showing no mercy here. And if they wanted, they can go into Roche now. Yeah, they're heading in.
I think that's exactly what they were scared of. So this is just going to happen, right?
Oof. Well, they were right. Are they not going to Roche?
Someone is queuing up 5 Enigma right now. I know who you are. Yeah. I know you're out there. You're just like, man, this looks easy. No one cares if I just like one-man black hole.
It's pretty good. Yeah, and maxing out all those other spells. The problem is the 5 Enigma and the pubs are probably not going to do that.
Oh, well, they will. They understand.
Okay.
Fine.
Ooh. Second highest win rate.
Is this like trivia?
Interesting.
Oh, wait. I know the answer. I think. Wait. Oh, damn. I can't remember if that's just an SA.
You're wondering who the highest win rate is?
Yeah, the highest. It might be Troll. Troll and SA is like 67% win rate. Shoot.
I feel like it's Ricky. Ricky's just everywhere. Oh, okay. Well, nonetheless, 5,000 gold lead.
I thought you said heroes picked 60 plus times.
Smoke. Gonna break. Snaking gets lifted. And they will find 1 kill for that cross-map smoke. Nothing else.
What? Disruptor's been picked 56 times this patch? Are you serious? I haven't seen a single Disruptor game. Man, these stats are blowing my mind.
See, this is why we got him. It's good info to have. Disruptor, the top net worth, or rather top win rate. Nonetheless,
wow,
20 to 12.
That makes sense. You know, he's not meta. He's counterpicking. What, Lyrical? You're trying to focus on the game. How dare you? All right, I'm talking about heroes that aren't even in here. All right, stop it.
My bad. Apologies.
Yeah. Thank you.
Uh-oh. I thought they were going in. They're not. Hey, we can keep talking about Disruptor now.
No. I'm in the game now. All right. So, what's the situation? It's like a 5K lead. They have the Aegis. He just got a BKB too, so he didn't even go for like the, I'm going to get an Aegis, so I don't even need the defensive item. He's like double dangerous now. Yor is pretty much unkillable unless he like totally hands off the keyboard after the Aegis. So they man, they don't have a lot of good choices. Yeah, this is their best idea. Like bait someone and then punish if they can.
Right.
But their own jump is not that amazing.
No. I mean, this is, I guess, a way to do it. Okay, Less Loud just going to roar, and I think they walk away at this point. Oh, and if they don't have Pango ulti already catching on a Moo, they're going to keep chasing here? I mean, again, it's a decent place to fight if Moo can get a good back wall, but they don't have anything to really combo with it at this point. Snaking tries to walk away, BKB out already, and they're just going to destroy him. Moo and Snaking go down. Yor turns onto Fear, turns into him, in fact. Then catching up on the high ground. PPD is dead. This was just surgical. So clean.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I now have all the sexy what?
Yeah, that's Wraith King's line, dude.
What the hell?
Yeah, he's got the best lines.
That's amazing.
When Owie was casting them, he talked a lot about like this idea of just like always being able to fight for Quincy Crew. And it's not just like the heroes. It feels like they itemize the same way too. You know what I mean? Like this BKB on the Morphling, even though they have Aegis and stuff. And like he's thinking about a Blink Dagger next. He rushed this E-Blade. It's not exactly like Midas Radiance sort of style, you know? Or even like Alk last game, how fast he was combative and getting engaged in the game too. They love to roll over their opponents with superior initiation, and then just like even the engagements themselves. They just play team fights so damn well.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely interesting, right? Because like you talk about oftentimes metas evolving within an individual scene, but there's still really clearly defined roles that each of these teams make for themselves. Like even comparing, you know, this Quincy crew to what EG did previously, EG oftentimes was like one hero on the other side of the map, Arteezy farming while the rest of them made space. it feels like for Quincy Crew, it's always just getting everybody involved as quickly as possible and just different ideas about Dota.
Off sentry combo. Spotted snaking there. They're thinking about it.
Yeah, this would be nice for him. Again, controlling the entire map, not letting Sadboys leave this area at all. There's just no escape.
I'd just like to point out that LOA does not have the taunt equipped on Enigma. And
That's ridiculous.
Someone's going to have to send him that.
Yeah. Get on it,
Anyone with
everybody.
them on the list, like, yeah, I got to see the wobbling on this first blink black hole.
It should do it auto depending upon how many heroes you hit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I like that. It's like when you auto taunt when you deny a rune or something.
And if you hit 5, it just does a gif of that guy in Benaroya Hall who's doing the... It just pops on everyone's screen.
I like
All right,
that.
smoke on smoke action here. Get out your smoke detectors. Test the batteries here. Quinn's got a fresh one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Careful.
He knew.
Immediately breaks it.
Dude, I'm going to de-ward here after that happened if I'm PPD. Because that looked like they definitely had vision.
I mean, there's smoke behind him, but yeah, I don't know. I guess,
Yeah,
they
instantly.
do drop the D-ward.
Yeah. Because, like, that was right away.
Yeah, that's wild. That's like...
Was the Hawk still up? Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't think it was.
Well, they wait until the Aegis gets expired all the way now, and Quincy Crew just going to continue to hold the line out here. Fear steps out for a moment. It's not easy to go on him to start all of this, obviously. But as long as they're only getting a wave and Leslau can keep him out of the jungle, it's just going to be like slow and steady lead and farm being gained by Quincy Crew as we get close to that 30-minute mark as well. LOA catches the wave over there. Leslau can keep the pressure going. Yuar is here in case anybody gets a little bit too far forward. Ob's super deep, as there hasn't been any D-ward coming out from Sadboys really over the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, life's easy when you have a Necro on your team. How about
True.
2 Necros? Offices. Yeah,
Fear. Super dead. Taunted afterwards. Chasing for more. Gotta be real careful about this movement. Blink Dagger is being broken, so they can't jump in from LOA. Although Yuar doesn't really feel like he needs any help here. Waveform out of the base. Was a bit worried about how things were looking, but blinks back in and then walks away.
DNM almost died in that Midnight Pulse. He took so much damage there.
Well, that's 1 life down. And Fear only level 17, so he doesn't have that lowered cooldown. Ooh, that one hurts.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, the big brain and the safe play is to wait for Roche right now. They're going to have both outposts. There's no time for them to capture. That's a sad boy, so 20 and 30 minutes. They're missing out on that XP.
Snake King was walking near some of those Necros, but couldn't quite connect. And, well, PPD, ooh, down half HP, but manages to escape.
Cloak's really good.
Yeah. Cloak raindrop.
Yeah, that completely saved him there. That should have been way more damage.
Snake King tried to get some bounties, but they had already been taken by Quincy Crew. Now he's heading into the jungle, see if he can find anybody. Waveform 2, round 2.
Time.
And Yuar kills PPD. So didn't get him the first time, but comes through for round 2.
Snake King, risky business. He's actually just going right up and in.
Or they find Moo. Not going to go on him. Snake King looking for that opening, but BKB out and just chasing down Moo. Dies before he gets anything. Snake King also in trouble. A double kill for Yuar as he turns into Fear. Now thinking about chasing this one down. 15 seconds left before ulti comes up from Fear. But they won't jump.
Yeah, they should just... they have couriers in Roche yet. They'll send one soon.
Those lines are silly. Gotta love it.
And the timing is... Ooh, 9 seconds.
quick.
All right, let's go. Fast old Roche.
17 to 27, or rather 13 to 27. I'm struggling to see a way that Sadboys pull back into this, just because Quincy Crew's been so good at like keeping them contained. They really have not, except for Snake King like vendetting out. They haven't left the area.
No, and they, I don't know, the comeback heroes are just rough. They basically need crazy good RNG with the Skull Bash. But we do have the Gleipnir. How do you say this?
I always say Gleipnir.
Gleipnir. I like that.
But I
too.
think that's
sounds kind
probably
of
wrong.
Celtic or something.
I think that's what's supposed to be, right? It's like
no
Mjolnir.
idea. Oh yeah, it's like a Scandinavian weapon or something. It's
Yeah.
some Northern European thing.
That's right.
I mean, we'll get that Bane taunt with them eating the cheese, and I guess that causes nightmares. So the Europeans are getting the representation. That's all I know.
Fear, I think, is dead. And he does have ulti. They're going to waveform through again from Uar, actually. Pops the BKB. Now thinking about the chase down. Fear gets the stun. A lot of damage on Uar, but switching back over. And, well, Enigma goes down. Okay, this could be okay for Sadboys if they can get out with everybody. Already blows up one. Roar comes out on the other side. It's only to control Fear, waiting for that BKB to wear off. Double buybacks yet again as they turn onto Uar, trying to get him down, but the E-Blade for himself to stay alive. Snowball chasing down PPD, lift up afterwards that stun, and they will take down MSS. Another one falling, but Fear died over to the side. And that one really hurts. Uar gets the BKB after coming back from the Aegis. And just like that, that is going to be 4 dead and likely a lot of objective damage dealt.
It's time for PVD to pull the Elsa and let it go here, I think. This one's donezo.
Quincy crew are just really good at Dota. And, well, they throw out the Gleipnir. Turn, try to bring down DNM. Uar just get disarmed, but a lot of damage there. Looking for a swashbuckle, maybe? Nah, he's just coming back to his team. Fear, appreciating what Uar has been doing. Ooh,
He's getting that RNG, though. I mean, that's a lot of bashes.
They got Black Hole. Oh, LOA, go for it. He wanted to. Quinn, low HP.
Oh, he wants it. Oh, no.
He got caught right in the middle of it. Roar instead onto Moo as they take him down. Godlike Quinn. 22,000 gold lead as all the buybacks were expended. They only get the 1 lane of racks.
They're going to hold. Okay. They don't want to let it go.
I mean, again, it's like these matches matter so much for Sadboys. Quincy Crew obviously wanted to stay in lead, but if Sadboys don't manage to find a win here and then can't win in their next series, that's curtains for them, potentially. They have to play in the tiebreaker.
Oh, I see. Yes, that is a problem, isn't it? And they have some tough series here.
It's them and Zoomers, I think, is what's left at this point. So, you know, again, if Sadboys lose this series and then lose that next one, they have to play against A-Team and what's the other one? Black and Yellow for staying in the division.
That is wild. Man, that loss to Black and Yellow really hurt them, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Oh, that's nuts. Okay, yeah, all right, never mind. Keep on trying. See if they get the Elsa redemption arc where she's not like super evil and stuff and ends up being nice. Gets a victory.
Is Elsa evil? What?
Well, you know, she gets all spooky and scary at the start, you know. You know, people are turning to ice and stuff.
Watching?
She runs away.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
LOA
now she's
looking
dead,
for his big black hole and drops it there onto 2, catching the man inside the ball. Fear in some trouble. Ooh, DNM actually getting away for the moment. Okay, but everybody's dead. Okay, not as good. Not quite as good. The illusion's doing some work, but Fear, well, he pops the BKB as he comes back for round 2. E-Blade to save MSS's life, trying to find a snowball target. Doesn't even have snowball back up. The turn onto Fear. They will get that kill. He has buyback, so too does Moo, but there is really not a lot left in the tank. As Quinn gets the lift up, buyback onto 2 of them. Trying to move in to save DNM, but it won't happen. E2 is brought down.
Can you talk about how he's 12, 0, and 15 this game, by the way?
Yeah, that's silly.
He has been nasty this game. Like I feel like I see him just blink on someone and I go somewhere else in the fight because that person's just gonna die. It's like I'm not even gonna watch this. And Leslau also, who just bought an arcane blink, is 5-1 and 20. So 50% cast point reduction. That's gonna be a pretty fast roar. Get the axe.
Oh, I'm down.
Also, he still has a broom handle. Leslau.
Go get something else.
Get into the shop.
Silence. Snaking. Dead down bottom. It happens in a second. That's all it takes. It's got Dissimulate stun now, too, on Quinn because he's 25. Quincy Crew going to close this one out in Fear. I mean, they've bought themselves a little bit of time here.
Yeah. Some of the secret shop board. Oh no, Arcane Rune and Arcane Blink. You won't even get a chance to use it.
Fear. BKB, because that's a thing. Oh. And, oh my God, he's just waiting. He's literally just waiting. He's got Roar available. Oh my god, did not care about the 3-person smoke gank that was coming at him. Moo is going to drop, and now Fear, he had thoughts of being a hero, but he gets completely evaporated. Yawar, I have all the sexy. Triple kill, everybody's done, and this one might finally be it.
How many spams of I have all the sexy will it take for you to call GG?
Damn, dude.
That's the question. Oh, nice. Griefing Morphling player E-Blade and Quincy, so can't hit buildings. That's an Overwatch report.
And GG is the call. 44-17. Quincy crew just make it look easy. This team is so good.
They're absolutely incredible. They're tearing up North America. They're obviously the favorites. There were questions going into EG, and EG was looking great too, but they took that, and now it's almost like it's leveled them up. You think they might like take it easy a little bit after that or something, but no such thing. They want that #1 slot. They want to go direct to the playoffs at the major. I don't want to go to a group stage. You want to play at a group stage? I don't think so.
Well, and I believe that with that win, that puts them basically there, right? Is there any other match that they have to play? They have, I think, one more. Right.
So it means that they need to win the next one too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they, at the very least, are guaranteed that they're going to the major, but the question then is it that top spot or is it a different one? But regardless, really impressive showing from Quincy crew. As they continue their streak through North America, as you said, 6-0 is now what they're ending at. Super solid stuff. Any thoughts going into it about Sadboys? It didn't look like the same Sadboys that we had seen before. Obviously, that normally is going to happen against Quincy crew, but there were just a couple moments where it felt maybe more discombobulated than I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, Sadboys, they started out with that game win versus EG, which I think was very surprising at the time because everyone was, obviously it's exciting to watch PPD and Fear play with each other. And you have Snaking, who's considered to be one of the best players in North America over the past couple of years, right? Like the king. He's popped off in several games. At times felt like he's carrying entire teams in games. So then you got Moon and I'm like, this is a pretty star-studded lineup. So you have high expectations, and they were kind of met with that game win. Don't expect them to necessarily like beat EG, but to take a game off them was a really good sign. Putting them in that top crew with Quincy crew, and then of course then Undying and Zoomer start showing up, and I don't know, you lose a couple of games versus teams that are also very strong, and you just wind up down near the bottom and potentially facing relegation. I mean, one would think that with the tiebreakers, they're not going to wind up there, but the momentum is definitely trending downwards for these guys.
Yeah, and that's something to consider. We always often talked about teams that get better as the season goes on, and I don't know if I would say that Sadboys have necessarily gotten worse up until this point, but at least everybody else is starting to get better, and they're staying sort of where they were. And we'll see if they can, pull things back around. That series against Undying, I think, is going to give us a lot of information. But for now, going to end this series here. Again, Quincy crew continue their streak, 2-0 for them. Sadboys needing to find a win in their next series as well. When we go back to the panel, they're going to break it all down. But first, we're going to head to a quick break. See you guys then.
Welcome back, North America Dota fans. And with that, our first series of today comes to a close with Quincy crew still looking dominant as ever. Top of the region, even after their big win against Evil Geniuses. They are not going light and just crushed down Sadboys 2-0. I'm back at the post series now with Sunsfan, with Jenkins. Gentlemen, what is there to say? Quincy crew are still looking like the alphas of the NA division, so to say. And, and in this case, Sadboys not really able to offer much on taking the advantage and pulling it back. As we all go into fuzzy mode, Sunsfan, can you please tell me a bit about your take on the game 2 and the series?
Yeah, this was a good old fashioned shellacking, gentlemen. I thought the mid Pango was kind of cool though. You got to see the Maelstrom come out pretty early. I thought he was gonna go before the Blink Dagger for Diffusal, and if you combo that with somebody getting like a Spirit Vessel, then you actually can deal with Morphling to a degree. But did not end up doing so, and Yawar ended up getting that 17-minute E-Blade on Morph. And once he got the BKB, it just felt like they were 4 or 5 manning everywhere and just constantly getting picks. Just tons of map control, get Roshan, pretty methodical. But yeah, overall easy series looked like from Quincy crew.
Agree with Fuzzy Sunsfan here. Quincy crew. I do want to point out that Leslaw was actually top of net worth on Beastmaster for a large portion of that game. The man was second pick to Beastmaster into a Crystal Maiden counter and completely hard carried the game. We saw him at the end there completely manning up and indeed just BKBing a three-man smoke on, what, 150, 200 ping, whatever it was. This man does not give a fuck. That's all I'm going to say. What a player.
And we're lucky enough that we will have a winner's interview with Mr. Networth himself. We have Laylis joining us on the call for the winner's interview. Laylis, welcome to my N64 panel that I've got going right here. Congratulations, of course, on the big game and big win. I want to ask, they just dropped this patch, and it's kind of a bit of an interesting situation. It's a bit late into the league, and it's on some meta heroes. I'm curious about your take on that. And your team's take, maybe? Do you guys think that this was a necessary patch? Was it a bit of a surprise? And maybe your feelings on it now that you've been able to play a bit and after a game.
I think launching a patch in the middle of the league is kind of weird. I think they shouldn't really do that. They should have just waited until the DPC ends, because teams prepare for this, right? It's pretty important. And then you just throw a patch out, and it puts everybody on the same playing field if you want to look at it that way. But I think they should just postpone it for a week, right? It's a week left. Why do it now?
I mean, did you feel like it was that necessary, that these particular heroes were just getting so picked that it needed to be nerfed down? Or is it just, I don't know, just maybe a bit on the impulsive side? Did you not recognize that the meta was that strong?
I mean, the heroes that were nerfed for sure were the meta heroes, right? They were really good. Bat Rider got really nerfed. He was a first phase ban. Now he's just ignored, right? So a lot of heroes got kind of hit pretty hard. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but
yeah, of course. Obviously,
it makes a big difference. Yeah, because in drafting, it makes a lot of difference when there's this hero that's not as good, right? So there's an extra ban in the mix. So maybe this extra ban throws some other stuff off, right? And then it gets it's like a snowball. It gets even more complicated and stuff.
Awesome. It may be hard to tell if you're watching the stream, but I do have Suns fan here and Jenkins as well. Suns fan, your question, please.
Hello. I guess building off of that, since I obviously weren't a big fan of the patch coming out, but were you surprised that anything else, if they were going to come out with a patch like this, wasn't nerfed or buffed? So just as an example, since I saw you had an arcane blink that seems to be now that they buffed the swift blink as well, it just feels like the strength one, overwhelming blink, is god awful. But are you surprised that anything wasn't included since they were already going to patch it anyway?
I mean, this felt just like a hot patch, right? It's like a mini patch, just to nerf what's good. Valve likes to do that a lot, and they don't really buff anything. It was all nerfs, right? I think almost. So
yeah,
if they're gonna buff something, it's probably gonna be in the next big patch. But I think I agree with you. I think the strength blink is just bad. They should change. They should buff it.
Yeah. Agreed. Leslau, congrats on the win. As an aspiring Beastmaster, dogshit Beastmaster player myself, I have a very specific question for you regarding that game. I noticed that you took the tier 1 tower and then you immediately moved towards the top lane and you chilled there for a bit farming. Can I ask you why did you make that move? What was your thought process on why you wanted to be top instead of bot?
I don't remember exactly. I think when that happened, I died or something. That was in base, and I was gonna TP either mid. I can TP mid, bottom, or top. Right? I think there was 3 heroes of my team bottom, and I didn't want to TP bottom. There was nobody top. There was a wave coming in, so then I just TP top. And then I had Necro 3, so I could run the Necro 3 through the jungle and D-ward.
D-ward and stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah. So based on where your team's positioning was, then you're just we don't want to fight yet. I'm gonna go farm here for a bit.
Yeah, kind of.
Cool.
I have a very important question. Leslau, what is your favorite hero? I don't want to hear about positions. It doesn't matter. It could be a support. It could be a carry. Just give me your favorite hero of all time and why.
My favorite hero. Wait, let me take a look.
Okay. Take your time. It could be in any patches, but it doesn't even have to be the current patch at all. It could be from 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think Furion is my favorite hero. They just
disgusting. Why? Tell me why.
I mean, because you can do a lot of stuff this year, right? You can win your lane really hard. He can carry the game. You can buy a bunch of different items. Kind of versatile hero. Pretty fun. Pretty fun to win your lane and just take the towers.
True.
Awesome. Well, Leslie, I want to leave you with one final question here. Obviously, your team not super in the clear yet. Yes, you're 6-0, incredibly impressive, but you have still one mighty team ahead, being Undying, who also sport a respectable record, and EG obviously also in contention there. Any early thoughts on your matchup against Undying that you want to share with us before the next week matchup?
Right now, I wasn't really thinking about the match. I was just thinking about this match. So, I think we're gonna do our prep and play our best and just win. We just try to win and get top spot because it only depends on us now, right? We just win, we just get top. So,
That's right.
we just need to play good. We'll probably do well.
All right, you're one more away to get it done, and best of luck with that. And GG's again on the great showing today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, Leslau. Everybody, of course, easy for Leslau's in the chat. Send him your love and support on his stream, on his Twitter, and all over the globe. And shouts against to Quincy, and I'm sure they're going to be watching close because Undying is actually going to be playing up next against the 4 Zoomers in an upcoming series here, gentlemen. But we do have a bit of time before that does begin because this was a 2-0 series. There's a small bit of intermission now. It looks like that match is scheduled to begin in about 40 minutes time. We'll probably be coming back to a panel in 30 minutes time, but to help alleviate the break between now and then, we do have a special piece of content I've been meaning to air, and now we finally have the time to put out a special piece created by our own Knoxville, who's helped with a lot of juicy stat information, had an opportunity to look over the first half of the NA region and give us a lot of cool information about the heroes, the picks, the play styles, and well, here's Knoxville to take it away.